gonna take you guys on a little POV type of drive today. Usually I just hold my phone like this while I drive, and it gets pretty sketchy. So I got this little head mount, and yeah, I know I'm gonna look like an absolute nut job wearing this, but it's for you guys, it's for the content, and it's so you can see a better view of me driving this. So basically this thing goes on your fucking head, and you put your phone in there. I'll just show you how it looks. It's pretty ridiculous. So it literally goes on your head like this. You unscrew it here, lock it into place. My hair's caught in it. If you see me driving around with this strapped to my head, I'm shooting a video. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's the best option I have right now, I think, other than mounting it up here somehow. I don't really know how much you guys can see right now because I can't see because the camera's strapped to my freaking head. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is like very uncomfortable. I'm gonna shoot this for you guys for the content. Coming up here is a big hill. I don't think you can really tell on camera how big this hill is, but it's a pretty decent sized hill. The problem with this Jeep is like it's so top heavy. So you don't want to hang corners too fast. You end up on your backside. Yeah, this is my normal ride home. I drive this road every day, and it's not really exciting, but it's a pretty nice drive. It's a nice road to listen to some turbo spools. This thing's excellent at climbing hills. Kind of a shitty pull. 5 out of 10. If you guys know, you know. Best lift kit on the market in my opinion. If you guys didn't know already, these things are extremely heavy. I didn't know they were going to be as heavy as they are. But yeah, anyway, it's a good day. It's beautiful outside. And we got us a lift kit here. As you can tell by the brand, Rubicon Express. So we got here our shocks, coil springs. I think they gave me U-bolts for a Dana 35 too. Yeah, I feel like a kid on Christmas morning. We saw a bear at the end of the property, so Chloe has been on the prowl So we got ourselves a shock here. I don't know how good these shocks are. If you guys ever ran a Rubicon Express lift kit with these shocks, let me know in the comments how they are, because I've never ran them. I got Bilsteins on my green XJ. Okay, nothing too flashy, to be honest with you. I figured they might be stamped or have a logo Rubicon Express, but nope, just black. Hopefully they ride good. So obviously it comes with the leaf springs as well, coils, shocks. Look at that, they even give you a zip tie too. That's cool. So we're gonna put this bad boy back. That Jeep's still sitting there. You can kind of see the exhaust hanging off. So as you guys seen in my last videos, if you haven't, go watch them. That's the stock 1998 Jeep Cherokee that this lift kit is going on. Right now it's running like absolute dog shit. So I'm bringing it into the shop this week. It's not really what I wanted to do. Excuse my sweaty face, it's hot as balls out here. Yeah, it's not really what I wanted to do. I wanted to put the lift kit on by myself. It's so much piling up. I gotta get this back in the shop. There's a lot of work to be done. So for now, that Jeep's going in the shop next week, and we're just gonna get it dialed in. I have a good mechanic, and he's just gonna go through everything and probably do the injectors. And yeah, that's probably what the issue is. All right, let's see what we got in this box. Yes, sir. The absolute best part about ordering expensive parts are the stickers. Came with 2 stickers too. Nice. This is something I actually didn't know about this lift kit. When you order a Rubicon Express 3.5-inch lift, they give you control arms too. They're not adjustable, which sucks. I think these are uppers. Super beefy. These are definitely high quality. Hell yeah, no rough country lifts over here, boys. Right, Chloe? Anyway, let's open up another one. Oh, no way, man. They give you sway bar links too. Not quick disconnects, but they give you sway bar links. Damn, I didn't know that. Well, that explains why it was so expensive. Brake lines. Wow, they give you everything in this kit. So all in all, I paid I think like $1,400 for this lift kit. So after taxes and everything, I just checked, I paid $1,375 for all this. Shipping and taxes, everything, $1,300. $1,375 out the door. Sounds like a lot, but honestly, this is some quality stuff here. I'm not even gonna lie. I've seen rough country lifts. They don't even come with brake lines, I don't think. That must be for the sway bar too. Yep, looks it. Cool. Put everything back in the box so we don't lose it. All right, so that last one I opened was actually the rear shock. And I was kind of bummed that they didn't put a sticker on it. Then I opened this one. Where'd it go? And they give you a little sticker to put on your shock. How cool is that? So they must have given me 4 stickers total. Yeah, we'll get that on there once she's on the Jeep. Tuck that back away so we don't lose anything. All right, we've seen enough of the shocks. Got brake lines, sway bar end links. Put everything back in there. I think I've said this in one of my other videos, but if you don't have a Leatherman, what are you doing? Just hands down the best utility knife I've ever had. Sharpest blade, cuts like butter. Look at that, no effort needed. The springs. Not really much to look at here, just some springs, but figured I'd unbox them. Yep, just some springs, nothing fancy. One thing I noticed about these springs on the Rubicon Express lift, I have them on my green XJ. Isn't here right now, so I can't show you. The paint really isn't that great. When I bought the Jeep, it had a lift kit on it, which is the same lift kit here. And the paint actually started to crack and cause these springs to rust within about a year. I don't know if you guys had the same issue with yours, but we'll see how long these ones last. But yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's all. So there you have it, lift kit for the new XJ. 98 Classics, getting a 3.5-inch Rubicon Express lift. Yeah, don't mind these wheels sitting here. I gotta put those back on. I've just been lazy. You know, I still got a lot of meat to burn up too. I don't know, maybe that'll be in this video. Who knows? I also snagged a rear bumper for that new XJ too. It's gotta get bullet lined. It's gonna look the same as this bumper, same texture at least. But yeah, we're gonna get that thrown on. This Jeep, honestly, I don't know if you guys are ready for the transformation this thing's gonna have. It's gonna happen quick too. Once this thing's running right, we're gonna get the lift kit on. And obviously with a lift kit, there's like a lot more than just lifting it. Gonna have to get a slip yoke eliminator kit or transfer case drop brackets for now. Not really what I want to do. I'd like to do the slip yoke, but it's not my Jeep. It's Josh's Jeep, my best friend. I bought that for him, and I kind of feel bad because, well, I don't feel bad because it's a free Jeep for him, but it's been giving him nothing but problems. We've changed all these sensors, like in the last videos, the IAC, cleaned the throttle body, map sensor, and yet still running like absolute dog shit right now. Pretty sure it's injectors, but I'm tired of playing with it, bringing it down to my buddy at the shop, and he's just gonna fix it for me. Once it's running great, then we'll work on throwing the lift kit on. In the meantime, I told my boy Josh he's gotta save up for some wheels because he can't be running those stock wheels with a 3.5-inch lift. It'll look a little goofy. So I gave him a proposition. I told him, you can have these wheels, just the wheels, because the tires are shot. I'm just gonna burn them all up on this anyway. But by the time the lift kit's on, it's running right, hopefully he'll save up some money, get some tires. You can just throw these rims on those tires. Well, throw these rims on the new set of tires that he ends up buying. I told him to go with the set of 33s by 12.5s for now until, you know, we can see how much trimming we got to do, and then maybe upgrade to some 35s down the road. But hell, I don't even have 35s on my green Jeep.
The next day.
All right, not what I had planned today, but unfortunately, I lost oil pressure yesterday in traffic. But I don't really think I actually lost oil pressure. I think what happened is the oil pressure sending unit went out. I'm hoping, because that's a pretty easy fix. So that's what we're gonna do today. And yeah, hopefully that fixes my issue. If not, got me a little worried when you lose oil pressure in traffic. But the engine sounded the same. It didn't knock. It didn't sound any different. So I'm hoping that's the issue. We're just gonna throw this new sender in and yeah, cross our fingers and hopefully that solves it. That right there is the oil pressure sending unit. We're gonna change that out. Just gotta unplug it, unscrew it, pop the new one back in, see what happens. All right, so we got the old one out. It was kind of a pain getting the electrical connector off there. That fought me the hardest. We got it out, now we're gonna pop the new one back in. What was weird is I didn't notice this until I got into town yesterday and it was really hot. It was like 95 degrees. And all of a sudden it just plummeted to 0. Check gauges came on. I'm like, yeah, that's not good. But I listened and I didn't hear any bad noises, so I assumed it's not actually at 0, it's just the sensor. So fingers crossed, we're gonna throw this in. I feel like I might need to drive it a little bit to get it hot and then see if the problem is resolved. We'll take Chloe on a little ride. Yeah, let's hope for the best. So we got the new sensor in. A little bit of a struggle because there's like no room in there to turn a wrench. So we're gonna fire her up, go for a little ride, and see if that was our issue. Well, that's a good first sign. 40, that's what you want to see. Now let's go for a little ride, the true test. You want to go for a ride, Chloe? You want to go for a ride? Come on, let's go for a ride. Well, the oil pressure remains good. It's a good sign. I'm gonna keep driving, get her nice and warm, then come to a stop, see if she idles around anywhere, I guess, between 15 to 20 PSI. We'll see. Only time will tell. All right, so I went on a little drive. It's been idling for a little bit here. And the oil pressure, it's not the greatest, but it's where it usually is. Before last night, it was just plummeting all the way to 0. The check gauge is light, which is like right over here. That would turn on, so. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing that anymore. I only drove it probably about 20 minutes. I'm gonna go take it down into town a little more later today, and that'll tell me if it's actually fixed or not. We could call that some kind of a win because the sensor's in and it's new. Regardless if that was the issue, it's in there. It's a new sensor. Yeah, so another sensor fixed on the books. One more thing, I noticed my steering box bolt was loose. Like extremely loose. Yeah, So I heard this terrible noise last night when I was steering too. Like, ah, steering box is out. It's about time. Well, it doesn't seem to be leaking. It actually looks pretty good under there. Climbed under here. I checked this bolt. I checked this bolt. That bolt is basically hand tight. Yeah, look at that. I just spun that with my hand. So check your steering box bolts, because in my case, I'm just gonna snug those up. I'll probably fix my issue. It sounded terrible. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I know it was a little boring, not really much action going on. But like always, if you guys like this video, drop a like, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see in future videos. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.